What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to a video showing you how useless any of the older weapons have become in today's beta, starting with a Nether. It's a powerful robot even, but it's only using magnums, right? Next thing is Shredder. Shredder is technically not that terrible, but in today's meta with Claw, Talon, and Jaw, and the Spear weapon, everything is useless that's not these weapons. And that is here a Spark Capri, right? The Capri is powerful too. Yeah, let me just show you how older weapons have simply become completely obsolete overnight with the release of the Spear weapon most of all, but also with Jaw, Claw, and Talon, weapons that simply overperform by far. So we're starting here. I don't know, I think, yeah, he just got that entire Cerberus killed. Pretty sad, because he was shield bypassing him. Then I'm coming in, I'm unloading together with somebody else on him too. So we got him to last stand, alright, and that means he can fly again. Alright, dang it. I'm trying to capture the beacon, found a little Ares hiding behind the corner. Also an older robot with an older setup, Spark and Scourge. I respect that, man. I really respect that, especially in today's meta. You rarely ever see this. But here, I'm unloading all of my Shredders. Do you think I get him down to last stand? No. No, these weapons don't do that. They don't bring you to last stand in 1 second. Not like other weapons, the new weapons, where you pam, pam, last stand, pam, kill. Pam, pam, last stand, pam, kill. That's what new weapons do now. But older weapons, such as Shredder, Magnums, Scourge, they need some time to deal damage. And that's exactly what war robots used to be like, right? And that's also probably why you have these pop-up shields in the game that, to me, ruin the game entirely, but are, in some sense, even useful or necessary, because what they do is they prevent this instant bam kill. Bam kill. Right? But yeah, I don't even want to say this. Here, we're fighting. We started fighting this guy together. And now he got an 60% HP refill from the drone. The same drone that passively gives him a stupid shield every 3 seconds or 4. So basically that drone single-handedly keeps him in the game. No matter what, all he has to do is have that drone, and that's it. The drone will take care of everything. Gives him HP refills, gives him all the stupid shield refills all the time, keeps him in the game until the next ability that lasts for another 30 minutes comes to life. So yeah, bam. And I lost against this player. I fought him. I was firing at this guy for a better part of a minute. I couldn't drop him. The weapons just aren't new enough to deal damage like this. So here we have a spear set up on me. You can tell by my HP dropping in 20% steps. Pop 20%, pop 20%, pop 20%. That's when spear shoots you. And that's only 20% because we're running a massive Capri with Titan level HP. If you run something other than a massive Capri, then you would not suffer 20%. You would suffer like 70% when that third shot hits. That, by the way, hits like every 3 seconds or 2 seconds. So, yeah, completely chanceless. My Spark hasn't done. I mean, maybe I was able to scratch a little bit of his paint off his robot before I died with my Titan level HP Capri. So, coming in with Magnums now. So, we have the old Magnums. Even with the Otto Schreier pilot, for increased fire rate, and we have a Capri there on the other side, and I'm gonna get everything I have. Thankfully he's got a Cramola, and I'm too close to him so that his auto-targeting doesn't actually work here, and he doesn't really do too much damage. But look how long it takes me to deal damage to him. I mean, and then the stupid shield that pops up every time and ruins the gameplay for me. Look at the precision. Every shot was hitting there, and he barely suffered anything. Now we're suppressed, okay? But I think I have that too. I think I get him suppressed too. Now I'm getting... This was the most frustrating thing. Here, I start a dash. The dash gets me bugging flying because there's a little slope, so I sent flying instead of just a little dash. At the same time, a lockdown kicks in, so I can't use my dash back on the beacon. I'm completely locked out. I cannot even prevent him from getting the beacon because I got... First, the dash sent me flying out of the beacon range, which I did not think was going to happen. And secondly, that lockdown in exactly that moment when I left the beacon for a split second, so I couldn't get back on it. Anyways, we're still fighting this same guy, and now he finally died. Apparently not from me, though. Or, I don't know. Yeah, so, oh, by the way, now, okay, so that was one guy. And now what we're fighting is a Spear Capri. Take a look at my health. I'm fighting a Spear Capri now. You saw how long this guy took to deal a little bit of damage to me, and now comes an up-to-date new spear weapon. Look at my health. Pum! Half HP gone. And then boom, next hit. I'm even trying to dash at this point. I'm trying to evade, and now I'm stuck in the ground, by the way. All my dashes don't work. I'm not locked, but I can't move. So yeah, great game pick, Sonic. It works so nice. Yeah, okay, so you saw that hit, right? That 50 or 40% damage chunk that I took. That was a spear shot, the third one that deals more damage, together with nuclear amplifier being fully maxed and probably also the drone setup for on-damage dealt damage, which means he does another 70% or so when that is active. So, got plenty of Titans roaming around here. He's gonna activate that reflector, okay. This guy has a shield. Oh, he's slightly out of reach. Let's go for this guy again. Yeah, so, as you see, if I wanted to kill that Capri, right? Let's imagine that this Capri stands still, and I stand still. And we just shoot at each other, right? Let's not forget, this guy has 500 meters range on the spear, right? You'd think that a weapon with only 350 meters range should outperform a weapon with 500 meters range. No, it doesn't work like that, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't work like that. A new weapon must outperform anything prior. That's how it works. And spear happens to be new, and you can tell because it just ruins the game single-handedly, very quickly. And if we were to stand in front of each other, and he fires with spear and I fire with magnums, and let's imagine there are no purple pop-up shields in between, he kills me in 5 seconds, and I do like 5% damage to him. And that, again, being a weapon that has 500 meters range, that should be weaker at that range, at a shorter range, but it's not. So, we're coming in here. Yeah, I'm making a stupid mistake. I used my dash, and I ran out of my own healing battleship support. What a moron I am. Thankfully, the game ends afterwards. I thought I dash up and I stand still inside the circle, but man, I sucked there. 6.3 million damage done. We still did some damage, but I think a lot of that was with the Titan at the end. Probably 2.5 million or 3, and the rest was scrounged together with the old weapons. So let's hop into the next match where I think things are even more clear. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the content, you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. Also, we have a giveaway right now going on, 100 Thor battleships. So this guy, you can tell by my HP already 20% down. What weapon do you think he's got? That's right, he's got apparently one Punisher, which surprises me and confuses me. But he also has a spear, or 3 spears maybe. So 4-count greetings to you, friend. Let's just see how the spark versus the spear looks like. I'm coming in, dealing every damage I can. I'm already starting the battle with so low HP. Pop, 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 pop. And my HP just goes down. And at this point, I'm like, wow, look. I mean, I scratched his paint a little bit. I warmed his robot. I did like 3% damage to him, and I'm down to 50%. Because, well, sorry, but it's an old weapon. And you just encounter this guy for like 1 second while passing a gap. Boom, you lose 30% HP. At this point, I was like, you know what, screw this. I'm not even interested in playing this anymore. I just want to jump into a new robot. But then I thought, maybe I can work together with somebody. Maybe I can team up on the player or whatever. Let's see. So I'm engaging him for 1 second, and of course that means that I'll lose a lot of my HP. And then, at this point, he seems to be slowed down, or maybe he lost interest in attacking me. I'm not quite sure. Maybe he's playing with me, maybe he recognized who I am, and maybe he recognized that I can't even hurt him. And now I also see the weapon setup, by the way. 3 times spark and 1 times hammer. Or the small one, not hammer. What's the small? Cudgel, yeah. So, I'm suppressed now. I'm slowing him down with another battleship. He's trying to fight me now, but I got him slowed, so now I can go behind him, and I'm in the perfect short range. I mean, this is the optimum situation for Spark. This is where Spark is supposed to deal real damage when you're this close, because the closer you get with Spark, the more damage it does. And the damage still seems absolutely marginal. It's like tickling the guy a little bit. at this point. I mean, we are doing decent damage, but it's just the normal weapon decent damage, you know what I mean? Not the overpowered new weapon meta damage. Yeah, so look, it doesn't even seem like he wants to fight me at this point, or he's just fooling around with me, or he's playing with me. Maybe he recognized who I am, and he also probably seemed to have recognized that my sparks simply don't seem to be doing anything about him. Look, I'm behind him, and he's slow due to the battleship, which is another thing. This constant slowing of battleships, this gravity amplifier is just so annoying as heck. So getting around him again, and bum. So we got him killed after 3 guys got together and ganged up on him, and after he got slowed continuously by battleship gravity amplifiers. But I feel like I fired my entire Scourge at perfect optimum range, empty, like 3 or 5 times on him, just to do half his robot in terms of damage. So yeah, just as an example again, right? How useless older gear has become now. It is no, yeah. Alright, so now I'm firing with my magnums at him. Just unloading everything I've got. And again, this guy is in battle with multiple players. And I'm trying to EMP him with my dashes, but it seems like, I don't know, maybe he had anti-control or something. I could not seem to stop him from dashing around. Constant yellow shields, you know, interchanging with purple shields, interchanging with the next yellow shields all the time. And I'm giving it everything these weapons have. Now I'm suppressed. And now you look at my health, okay? Look at my health now. Boom, 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 boom. What's hitting me right now is Claw. Sinister Claw from him. A weapon that just is pump, 20%, or like 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, pump, and you're dead. And I was firing at him for a minute with those magnums. I was firing at him. Heck, he wasn't even looking at me. He was busy with somebody else, and I was already firing at him. And he's using the same robot with the same level and everything. So it's just the weapons are the difference here. Only the weapons are the difference. Here, emptying all of my Scourge and my shredders, I'm not even able to drop the shield. The spear weapon would fire 3 times and the shield is gone. And it does that. Look at my health. I mean, I'm trying to dash around him, but the perfect auto-aim accuracy from these weapons, I'm trying to make it difficult for him to kill me, but I just don't stand the slightest chance. It's, and this is someone who's playing on the PC with perfect aim and everything, and I just have to stand here and say, sorry, I cannot defeat this player, not with these weapons. It is literally physically impossible to win this fight. He needs to go AFK so I can win the battle. Because this is how much difference between these old and these new weapons are. It is an entire, between that is an entire dimension. There is so much room between these things. You can't compare. I mean, and here's the next example. You see a Muromets with full HP, and you see here the popular Titan shotguns, the new ones, the ones that never seem to reload because they have so much ammo before they need to reload. Look at his health. He gets hit, okay? Bam! Half HP gone, bam! Down to 10%, bam, and there goes the Muromets. That was a 100% Muromets from 3 light Titan weapons. You see what's going on here, right? The light weapon that's performing like this. Here, he just snagged an Arthur. I mean, friends, that was an Arthur at 60% health, okay? His physical shields seem to have been gone. He goes to that Arthur, bam, 1 hit. Arthur loses half of his remaining HP. 1 more hit, Arthur dead. Yeah. You know what the mistake was that the Arthur was doing? He didn't have these weapons. Yeah. This is, it's pretty sad. And it's also the doom of war robots in this case. It's clear. I've seen plenty of people from high, powerful clans leave. Recently, I read a comment from someone, I think, some leader or some very high person from the DDR clan who left, and he said, sorry guys, I'm gone, the spear weapon did it for me. And I can understand that. Why does a weapon that has 500 meter range outperform anything, right? Literally anything, including Titan weapons. It makes absolutely no sense, except for you take into account that so far, most of the weapons that have been powerful and sold were medium categories. Now we're back in light category, and apparently the Nether robot that has been released has 4 light weapons, so obviously there needs to be something overpowered and ridiculous for it. And there we go, with Clawjaw and then these new spear weapons as well. And yeah, like I said, this is the demise and the doom of war robots. It's what's bringing the game down. And apparently there's very little wish from Pixonic's side to do anything about it. By the way, I just want to say this here, Furkan, right, the player who used this stuff, I'm not mad at him. I'm 100% not mad at this player, because he's using the best weapons he has in his arsenal as any player would, right? It's nothing to blame on him. The blame goes 100.00% to Pixonic, exclusively to Pixonic and no one else. That is where the blame goes, because they are the ones who make this happen and these mistakes. And I call it mistakes, but it's intended. It's all intended. So yeah, hopefully the sales are worth it, because the remaining 10% population in Polarbearz are yeah, pretty sad. And let's see what happens next. Also, I'm not even going to bother asking for any fix or any day 1 patch, because it's already day 15 or 30 after Spear has been released, and I'm done asking for fixes. I'm done trying to change something in this broken system. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was the uselessness of old weapons, just showcased pretty well. I mean, we still did some damage, right? I can't say I haven't done any damage, but you saw the comparison between the newer weapons and the old. It's like you need 5 players with these older weapons to beat one single guy with a spears, for example. It's that different. Yeah, it's just it's like I said, it's the ruin of war robots, and it's ultimately what brings it down. But yeah, so for now, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one, and catch you in the next video. Bye bye.